Right now you're looking at 271-6. This is another traditional belted crossbred sow, a kingpin daughter. If you're following along here, they're pretty easy to pick out, and this one certainly represents the kingpin kind. She sells as lot 26, I believe. She's out of 1-6, and 1-6 is the sky's the limit. Miss Abby, there's actually several here in the sale that are out of her, and if you study the catalog, there's a piece in there about that sow and the significance of all of that. I remember the day very well when Ryan and Wendy Seitz drove up to find a gilt at the slap barn. We spent some time that afternoon, and they landed on one that I really didn't want to sell. And it took dinner at the Abbey in Quincy to convince me that they needed to take her back to Oklahoma, and the rest is sort of history. But I will tell you, and it's this way in many cases, we believe in these pigs, and we believe in the genetics behind them. We believe in these females, and rest assured, when we sell one we don't want to sell very bad, we're the first ones in line to chase them down and try to buy daughters, and that's exactly what I did. Every time Ryan and Wendy offered a daughter out of that sow, we tried to get them bought, and 1-6 was the key one. She was the best contributor of that bunch, and I think you've got 3 different daughters out of her in the sale, direct daughters in the sale, and this is the kingpin. She's the youngest. She's had 3 litters. She's bred to absolute. Boots, I'm not sure what else to say here, but I think this one's got a lot of upside.
Yeah, this one hit me very, very good in the grass here when we videoed, and to be honest with you, it was one of those feelings like I think we're making a huge mistake because this one looks like she's probably carrying what's going to ultimately make her career. Again, she's got the same build and looseness of skeleton that Kingpin's been so good for, but she comes with the extra shot of skull and hair and density, and again, she's so short-bodied and proportionate. I think this mating bred to absolute is going to be absolutely out of this world because I think he's going to compound a lot of those same traits, but again, maybe like what you've said, this sow probably doesn't have just the longest resume yet, but ultimately ones like this will one day, and I'm guessing it's the litter that she's carrying right now is going to be a pretty good start to that.
Hey, she's done just fine. I think as you put together a catalog, obviously, it would be fun if every sow had a backdrop winner and if every sow had something really notable to talk about. But the fact is, through 3 litters, she has generated sellable pigs. I can tell you about a couple daughters that we've got at the slap barn right now out of Disciple. Her first Disciple litter was good enough that I was convinced I needed to do it again, and we don't do that very often around here. So this is the right kind. This is the kind that we believe in. From a pedigree standpoint, I think everything's in line here, and she's bred to absolute. So this is lot 26, 271-6. She's a kingpin, sky's the limit, bred to absolute, due June 14th.